and MGS2.
Mostly because it's frustrating.
Like a lot of
You would
RPGs
think,
do it by numbers, but I don't see it often in real-time systems.
you would think something like that, would be more commonplace in like horror games, right? Where there's like this thing you have to solve, you need to find items for to make yourself stop bleeding or you'll die, right? That seems like kind of spooky, but they don't put it in these kind of games.
Yeah,
the worst is whenever they put in a bleeding system in like an action game or like a horror game like this, and they have like a super.
I love how the screen was just full of dino pixels.
But they put like a bleeding system in the game, and then they add a sound effect to it. So like you'll be walking forward, and you just go,
oh,
and you'll like bleed. It's super gross and annoying. This map is also really confusing because if you see on the map, there's a door on the room we're supposed to go to, but the door goes to nowhere.
Also,
so I have no idea how we're supposed to go over there.
The hub room is on the extreme north end of the map, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like this has much of like a central spinal stair column in this facility. Like that hub room is a little more out of the way of all the other rooms you're going to be going to, which is like one of the abstract design things I was talking about that just makes this feel like a second-rate RE clone. Not up to RE, not up to Silent Hill, but...
Yeah, I kind of have to wonder... Yeah, we have to...
you gotta spook the dino.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, no, you're gonna be fine. In fact, he should give him...
No.
Why? How did you...
Let's go to the toilet. Oh, I'm really hurt. No, I'm not really hurt.
Maybe there's some
You're gonna get roasted for this one.
Oh, that's interesting too. Is that this game doesn't have a health meter like Resident Evil. Like even if you see in or Silent Hill, like our portrait always has a blue background and that never changes. The only way to tell how our health is how our character moves.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which I respect. I respect that decision.
I think it's interesting.
I don't know if it's it's interesting. I don't know if it's gonna I don't know if it would focus test well, but I'd imagine I'd adjust to it fairly quickly and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, one of the big problems with that, I don't know if this game has them, but like the reason why the health thing is so important in Resident Evil is because there are quite a few characters. There are quite a few enemies that have instant kill attacks.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach a certain threshold of health, so it's really important to know if your health is low enough that you can be instant killed even if you're not in danger.
And also, since resource management is such a big deal, you kind of want to have a good bead on where exactly your character is in relation to death to make sure that you're managing your resources efficiently, not wasting anything.
Oh, those darts are for the shotgun. Okay. I didn't realize... Oh, we still have shotgun ammo, too. Why did I switch to the pistol, then? God. I'm bad at games.
I'm so sad that, like, the video game idea of just having items levitate and rotate around in the screen in, like, the game space has gone away. I love how video gamey that is.
Hey, Platinum still does it. Oh,
well,
whoa.
Holy shit.
What was that?
It was cool.
Do it again.
Whoa, I just shot a...
No, you're panicking! Whoa, okay.
I'm actually not panicking. I'm just assuming...
You got him drunk!
I wasn't panicking. I was just assuming that the auto-aim would compensate more than it did. So, that's a thing. Where are these?
And I don't think you should be standing under that when you pull it.
I think because it's just a fire thing, right?
No!
That doesn't last very long.
Run away or
no.
Oh god.
We're making our final stand here.
You're making me nervous, Lady Naga.
Yeah.
That's fine. Wow, that was
fine.
Quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have our resuscitation devices though.
They like faded to black at the first thirds of that animation.
What's really fucked up is that I'm pretty sure by this point Silent Hill already came out, and this game doesn't have strafing in it, which sucks. Silent Hill 1 is a game that a lot of people don't play because they feel that it's aged poorly, even though it hasn't as much as people think. Mm-hmm. But the melee combat in Silent Hill is like fucking amazing, especially compared to its contemporaries. Because
I wouldn't know. I don't play video games.
Oh,
So wait, could you move while aiming in Silent Hill 1?
No, but you could if you had, because like the main thing about like Silent Hill was always more about using melee weapons than using guns. So like in Silent Hill, like you could strafe while holding melee weapon and go to bed, dinosaur.
So you could move while holding melee weapons but not guns?
Yeah, or something like that. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, and I definitely think I remember moving while holding that plank up above my arms in SH2.
Well, Silent Hill 2 definitely had moving while aiming, but which is something that took Resident Evil like 20 years to get right. Gosh, this is my problem with the concept of time being utterly beyond my grasp, is I'll say something like it took 20 years to do that, and even though it's hyperbolic, it's way too hyperbolic. So
well, let's like get realistic. RE4, yeah, you could not move while aiming anything in RE4.
No.
RE5, you could.
5 was the first
yeah,
one.
so that was 2008, right? And the first RE
Yes.
was 1996, so that is 12 years.
Yeah.
Silent Hill comes out in 2000, I think.
Silent Hill 1 is 1999, Silent Hill 2 is
Okay.
2002. I don't know why I remember that right off the top of my head, but I do.
So in the 7 years, or 8 years, 9 years
to bed.
really, that Silent Hill was out, every game started to become like Resident Evil 5. A cover-based
Yeah.
shoulder shooter where you hold a button to aim and then click to shoot.
Yeah.
With melee QTE systems and regenerating health and
Yes.
forced co-op.
And having to pull something out of a woman's breast in a cutscene. Wait, that's not in every game, never.
When did
Because
that
you have to
happen?
pull the thing out of Jill's chest in the cutscene, in like the QTE in Resident Evil 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about Silent Hill.
Yeah, that happens in Silent Hill too.
You grope the titties in Silent Hill.
So the thing that always screws me about time is that point after 2008, everything kind of blurs together much more than the previous years, because that's when the homogeny begins.
I gotta agree.
For me, it's always the early last gen stuff. That period of time, I basically forgot completely existed.
Because it's like
Except
the early last gen stuff, that was like 2007 was great, and 2008 was when the homogeny began. And it's like all of a sudden time just seems to go by way. Oh, danger,
shit.
danger,
Danger!
mash, mash!
Danger! Oh my god, you're getting messed up.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
wait, where'd you get a
What's
machine
that?
gun? Oh,
No, this guy.
it's our hero. You saved the day.
Gale, you're still alive. Good timing.
The keyboard is still going nuts in the background.
That's no lizard. It's a dinosaur.
But yeah, 2007 was amazing for video games. We had Bioshock, Call of Duty 4, TF2.
Yeah, none of which were shoulder shooter, third person. Well, Call of Duty 4 might have had a hand in this, but
what you're up against.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 did, but I'd say less so than like Gears of War.
The thing about the homogenization, though, is that it does allow people to get into video games way easier than it ever did in the past. Like, my friend John, who we're going to have for a video, he picked up Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's pretty much the only Metal Gear Solid I'm pretty sure he would have ever enjoyed when he first picked it up, because it's the only one with a control scheme that's homogenized enough that it makes sense to someone who doesn't feel like putting in the time to memorizing how I almost said Resident Evil, how Metal Gear Solid 3's wacky control scheme worked. Even though the DS version has a somewhat homogenized control scheme that they didn't port over to the console
I
version.
used to think that, but then the years kept rolling on and the big games stayed the same. And I would just,
Why am I going back in here? I don't
maybe
even
to
know
get
what
a
I'm
name on
doing
this
anymore.
this dinosaur.
I don't know. This logo is really fucking me up because it's anime as fuck.
Yeah, it looks like I've seen this logo before.
It looks like a something you'd seen like a Gundam.
A future private military company logo.
We have to remember 2008 is the year video games died because that was the year Spore came out.
Go to sleep.
I love that animation so much. Just drunken velociraptor stumbling over onto the bar.
The thing I really like about it, I legitimately like about it too, is that it gives the poor Dino like a sense of weight that that it doesn't always have.
Yeah.
Which like these earlier games especially are definitely guilty of having a problem where like things don't feel like they have any weight. Come on. There we go.
That'll teach him.
Owned. Oh,
So about how long is this game?
I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours.
I'm gonna look it up.
We're obviously, yeah, how long is it?
But then again, you are playing with a walkthrough, so...
Well, I'm not actually, I haven't looked at it in a while.
6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Full price
Which
for
is
6.5 hours? Pfft, instant refund. The guns don't even reload. Instant refund.
What were they thinking?
Get it
Jeez,
together.
game designers.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, can we finally fix? Yes, we can. Yeah, so we've got this weird system where like I went through the menu before, but I didn't have anything I wanted to use it on, so I didn't talk about it. But we have this menu system here where like everything in blue you combine with the things in red, and it does extra stuff. Like if we, what's this? Increases the potency, violence, and aesthetic properties. So we can combine that. We could have combined that with the darts we had and like made the darts better, or like this here. These serve as basically like the red herbs of the game. It'll make stuff more potent. It's a weird system. I don't like it.
So they are the tonic water of Dino Crisis's cocktail mixing.
Yeah, more or less. Let's put these SG bullets, which I assume stands for shotgun, but
No, it stands for shoot gun.
shootmans.
Yeah.
Boom stick.
Is she holding the shotgun by an invisible grip in the front?
No,
Like when
it's
she
like
when she moves.
when she moves, she like her hand just like moves away from the pump, like. Yeah, but in Resident Evil 3, Carlo, like it's just that I don't think they just had her hover hand the pump so that she doesn't clip into it. But in Resident Evil 3, despite the fact that the Carlos's gun has a grip in the like selection image, it doesn't have a grip in the actual like on the actual model. So Carlos holds it by an invisible handle.
Doesn't get guns right. Instant refund.
I just really miss the days when different genres had different control schemes. I feel like that's the line. Like, if there's homogeneity in the control schemes for first-person shooters, yay. And if there's homogeneity in the control schemes for survival horrors, I'm like, yay. But once every genre starts to share the same control scheme, I feel like there's not even a point in making the distinctions between them being different genres.
Also, keep in mind the fact that the reason why control scheme there were different control schemes for different games wasn't necessarily like it wasn't a pure artistic decision. It was just because people didn't know what the fuck to do with video games yet.
They got creative. I miss okay, so The Evil Within is supposedly a horror game, right?
I guess,
and
yeah.
Tomb Raider is supposedly a rollicking action adventure like Uncharted.
To be fair, Tomb Raider, I don't know about the sequel, but the first Tomb Raider is also a horror game.
Like Tomb Raider 2013?
Yeah. And it's very deliberately aping a lot of elements from the horror genre with those like super graphic deaths and Laura, like especially early on, Lara Croft being a scared waif.
Oh, okay. But
I mean,
okay, and then you also have like whatever the hell Uncharted is.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
all
good.
play the same.
Okay, every time I come to this area, I hear that beeping in the background.
There's no beeping.
I swear it's a beeping.
There's an owl.
I hear an owl.
And a
And a
seagull.
bird.
I don't know why there's a seagull and an owl. The seagull.
I'm taking my headphones off and I'm hearing some beeping.
Oh no, there's a bomb in your house.
Ah, shit.
Terrorists win. I have no idea where we're supposed to go now. I'm lost.
You know, Max Payne
Right.
3 plays the same as those, and that's like a rollicking, ballsy action shooter that's not horrifying at all.
I mean, it's horrifying that Max Payne is a fucked up drunken loser. That's pretty scary.
But I mean, in terms of like the gameplay genre, it's not.
I'm pulling your
I
leg.
know, and I'm just depressed about how everything.
Pulling your leg,
how
leg,
there's
G
how
man.
there's too much homogeneity.
Also, stop saying homogeneity because it's starting to make me.
Am I pronouncing
hungry.
it wrong? How does
No,
it
it's
make
just
you
making me
hungry?
I don't know. It just makes me think of like a pile of
Oh
food.
jeez, now I'm gonna
Hummus.
get hungry. Homogeneity.
When video games all become like hummus.
Oh god.
What about when video games become homogeneity?
Even the like Transformers Cybertron games were that same kind of modular third-person shooter action genre.
Let's take this battery.
Batteries fully charged. What else? Just take these two. Fuck 'em.
Wait, so we're supposed to put the battery in here. Oh, do I have to go? Yeah, there we go.
Could we
Okay.
call these games 50 Cent Blood in the Sands clones?
I mean, if you really want to, sure.
I want to.
Mass Effect plays
more-
like that too. I'm just like, the more I think about it, the more it's
Stop
really
it.
surprising
There we
how everything is some kind of third-person shooter now.
Okay,
I really want 50 Cent to have a role in the next Mass
Oh.
Effect.
I'm still waiting for the
Okay.
sequel to Blood in the Sand.
There
God,
we
I
go.
can't wait. He has a new album coming out this year.
Did you guys hear
You know,
about
it's
Kanye
maybe-
West's video game? About
Yep.
piloting
Yeah.
his dead mother to heaven?
Like, to be fair, right? Like, the artwork he has going for that seems pretty alright.
It's gonna be a super
Like,
weird year.
artwork-wise.
Like,
I can't wait.
there's this game that these parents made about their child dying of cancer, and now there's a game that Kanye West is making about his mother dying and going to heaven. Meanwhile, there are headlines on like entertainment news sections of the internet saying things like Kanye West denies accusations of enjoying ass play. And it's only February. Donald Trump is running for president against Hillary Clinton and Ted Cruz, and it's only February.
I can't imagine the sort of stressful life you must live.
But
Yeah?
there's so many weird
we
things
have
going
power
on
yet?
in the world. How can I be calm?
Having to worry about Dino Crisis, X-Files, and Kanye West's ass play. What a world.
I just want to point out at that specific time that our ethnically diverse friend, when he said Regina, he really sounded like he said Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Vegeta, are you okay?
What's Vegeta's power level?
3.
Oh, I was gonna say
She's
2 because
really-
of her 2 big ass cheeks, but whatever.
Do you Rosetta? Do you remember the power level of the dude at the beginning of he was like 12, right?
It was like 34 or something
Oh,
like that, because
yeah.
he has a gun, so
Do the scouters take in guns into account?
probably.
I don't know.
Maybe he feels stronger because of the fact that he has the gun.
I gotta ask someone about that. I gotta get an interview, see if it's
So
true.
are you guys ready to hear the hot latest Hollywood gossip? Oh no!
We're fucking-
Danger, danger, mash! Kanye West's
that
ass
the
play
latest Hollywood
adventures
gossip?
can wait until later. Hit the laser, hit the laser. No, not this side. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. Oh, you big dumb Dino running into the laser. Okay, sorry, that was exciting.
That was a rollicking adventure.
Anyways, as I was saying, so apparently Kanye West used to be in a relationship with a woman named Amber Rose, who's
Yep.
still upset about it because she tweeted, "Oh, Kanye West, are you mad I'm not around to play in your asshole anymore?"
Play in it?
Yeah,
Like,
and then
jump
Kanye
in?
West replies, it says, exes can be mad, but just know I never let them play with my ass. It's like, you could Google this and see, like, headlines on the Huffington Post. News at 11. Kanye West wants you to know he's not into ass play. On tonight's Eyewitness Action News report, Kanye West claims that he does not, in fact, enjoy ass play.
With the amount that you're talking about her butt, though, I'm having to get a bit of mixed feelings about your intention bringing up ass play.
But I don't... See, this is like the kind of weird situation. It's 2016. How appropriate is it to admit or not whether or not one enjoys ass play? See, Kanye
man, if
West
you
is
don't-
really bringing up, like, the
the
important
emergency?
questions.
Gail just told me he saw someone on the underground.
I love that this character is just typing constantly, and by typing I mean mashing his
Flash by
giant
pretty
meat
quick.
fists against the
I'm sure I saw
keyboard.
something.
He always looks like he's just eating some powdered donuts, too. Like, his lips are really white. Look at that!
What is it?
It's a distress signal from one of our team members. It must be Cooper.
It might be Tom.
I'm in this conversation too!
God, I miss this
Yes.
stuff so
Coming from
much.
outside of the building, to the east of the rear entrance we came in from.
Look, we'll deal with it later. Our first priority is the survivor in the underground. It could be the doc.
What are you
Right in the underground.
He's asking for our help. We don't leave our own behind.
And what if it's a trap?
We don't leave our
You
own
want one of us to
behind.
come and rescue you?
Dino Crisis member admits to liking ass
I was just, like, imagining him leaving his own behind. Like, him just, like, walking
Yeah.
away and his, like, butt floating in the same spot. Wait, what? Did he say something just then? He's back to
He's
work.
back.
Love his little rotation spin.
So get moving.
Holy shit, this is
You
great.
handle your things your way. I'll handle my things.
Ooh.